You can get it without a prescription in most states, and it's really easy to use. If you or someone you know is at risk for opioid overdose, naloxone could save their life. Keep it on you and at home. For more information about naloxone, visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, an MSP investigation into an assault between two neighbors in Delta County over the weekend. What led up to the shooting? Plus, new details about online property scams and what to be aware of when you're browsing sites like Zillow. And the UP's big role in March Madness. We're checking out the now installed NCAA tournament basketball courts made by an Iron County manufacturer. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
We had an awfully messy start to the day air. Most roads, at least in Marquette County, were cleaned up by late morning, but it looks like some of us could be seeing rain in the next 24 hours.
Absolutely. Rain, a mix of rain and snow, or just straight up snow, as we're seeing here in Houghton, courtesy of the MTU cam. This is a view of the campus aerial, and we've got some mixture moving in this evening. Those red lines there definitely showing a lot of some weather concerns. So snow showers for the west half at the moment, and then we've got a mix in between with these rain showers moving in the past couple of hours, but I'll go over all of those details. Tonight, it's going to be fairly warm, though, 35 to 40 degrees, but again, more rain, and as Sarah said, I think the word of this week is going to be messy, but I've got your 7-day outlooks and more coming up after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Michigan State Police from the Gladstone Post are investigating an assault involving a firearm over the weekend. Around noon on Saturday, troopers responded to a dispute between two neighbors who share a driveway in Masonville Township. During an argument over road maintenance, the 79-year-old male suspect, who had a baseball bat and a revolver, fired multiple rounds at the 69-year-old victim. None of the rounds struck the victim, who used a small tractor to pin his neighbor to the ground until troopers arrived. The suspect was taken to UP Health System Marquette for injuries, and the incident remains under investigation. We have new details tonight about online property scams. They can come in many forms, even for those looking to rent or buy a home, leaving potential home buyers at risk of losing money. WZMQ's Mitchell Rife spoke with the Michigan State Police and a real estate agent to see how to spot these online threats.
Buying or renting a home can come with a number of challenges, and with online threats becoming more present in today's day and age, scammers can be another obstacle as well.
Nobody should ever ask for a deposit.
A post made on Facebook from someone living in Gwynn just last week claims they were involved in a scam on Zillow. They say their house was posted on the site and a scammer was trying to get deposits from potential buyers to see the property, leaving the homeowners on edge.
Nobody should ever be getting money up front prior to showing a property.
Linda Johnson, a real estate agent, mentions that the markets in the UP can be tight, which can make it difficult for people to find a worthwhile property.
Anyone can put something on Zillow.
A statement from Zillow says they strive to provide a safe online platform and go to great lengths to monitor activity and fully inform users of how to protect themselves. However, Michigan State Police say it's paramount to have a list of questions that can help verify these buying opportunities.
A big thing that we see is pressure to send personal information or money before you've even seen the property.
And if somebody is asking for money up front, this isn't right.
Johnson says with most agents, communication with clients will always be fast and accommodating, and if something doesn't feel right, in most cases, it's because it isn't.
If they want to text versus phone call, or if they'd like to email, whatever means of communication they would like to utilize, I'm happy to do.
State police say doing your own research before even engaging with the person can make red flags more obvious.
If we have an address in downtown Marquette, is that address even existent? Is it even an apartment or a condo that you can rent?
Mitchell Rife, WZMQ 19 News, Marquette.
The Midwest March Madness Regional kicks off this weekend on a court made right here in the UP. Connor Sports in Amasa has been the official court supplier of the NCAA Final Four since 2006. This year, the Midwest Sweet 16 and Grade 8 games will be hosted at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. And Connor Sports, alongside the governor and leaders from the city of Detroit, celebrated the first look at the Michigan-made court ahead of this weekend's games.
We can't do any of this without our team up north in Michigan. The people at the mill do an incredible job. What they do, they're really the unsung heroes of this. So end products you guys get to see, players get to play on, all the action happens. But for me, I got to give it up to them. They're doing an incredible job.
Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll take a closer look at the court and hear what the governor had to say at today's press event. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, life in the 906. Jim Koski is crunching some numbers for us tonight. You'll have to stick around to find out what that's all about. And later, from winter to spring, back to winter, it's been up and down for maple syrup producers in the UP. We check in with the Delta County company who's making the most of it. We're back after this.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
In a sketch against time.
Hangman, and Handyman.
Handyman, correct!
Stick figures.
This is a judgment-free zone, but this is a terrible hand. And this is just a stick figure, but it doesn't matter. It got the job done.
Will do just fine. Pictionary, weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS. For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in, sign up, it's easy. Go to upersunited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's Shunk's big spring sale. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners are on sale now at Shunk's and get 12 months to pay with no interest. We have a large selection of sofas, sell price from $3.99 to $6.99. Like this large 88-inch sofa is just $4.99. Or how about this super comfortable double reclining sofa for just $6.68. In sectionals, there's over 50 different sectionals available between $6.99 and $10.99 like this. And heavy-duty recliners like this are just $2.79. Shop Shunk's today.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Let's take a look at downtown Escanaba, Ludington Street, seeing some rain showers. We could also expect some fog this evening. Most of that activity is going to be in the Keweenaw all the way down into Escanaba. Possibility, as you can see, we're hitting those red bars around 8 o'clock for Escanaba on into the evening. And here is what we're looking at. We've got a mixture right between our snow showers and rain showers. And some of these rain showers could bring maybe even some thunder, but right now, taking a look at the radar, we've got a mixture headed for the Huron Mountains. Marquette definitely getting some rain showers, and like I said, possibility of thunderstorms, but it's looking very unlikely for that activity, but don't be surprised if it happens. You know Mother Nature. Gale warnings for Lake Superior, as we've got up to 14 feet for our waves, and those gusts could be up to 40 knots, so definitely breezy conditions on the lake, and we'll have that also coming on our Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll show you that in a minute here. Our lows, though, tonight in that 35 to 40 degree range, so a little bit warmer than what we've been experiencing, but we will be cooling off probably Tuesday night with colder air coming our way. Last 24 hours, Twin Lakes, you're the winner there. That's up in Houghton County. If you didn't know, they had about 10 inches of snow. Amasa saw 8, as well as Watersmeet, and then Ironwood and so on saw a little bit less than that. Now we could be seeing a little bit more snow coming our way, but looking at our big towns with who's got the most right now, it looks like Ironwood and Lawrence with about 9 inches. And remember, those darker areas, especially if there's purple, that means the snow depth is a lot more. So where has the snow been? On vacation, but it's back. Until tomorrow, we've got rain showers taking over for our Tuesday, and then we'll see some gusts as well. Those temperatures 40 to 55. We're going to cool off, of course, in the evening, and then Wednesday it's going to be a lot colder for our highs, 25 to 40. Most of us, though, in that 30, low 30 degree range, and then, like I said, wind is on its way. Thursday, we'll expect some more flurries. Most of that activity, though, along the northwest coast. Taking a look at our gusts. Tonight, we're fairly reasonable in that 20-mile-an-hour possibility, but look at this on our noon Tuesday. Man, I'm already ahead of myself. 43 for Manistee, and then it's going to be very gusty up in that belt there, mostly over there in the east. But then we'll see a change of direction here. Look at that. Those east winds starting to push in. The northwest coast seeing the gustiest conditions for the most part, and everybody, though, experiencing some breezes on our Tuesday and Wednesday. Taking a look at those rain showers and that activity that's moving in overnight. Heavier rain coming around 9 p.m. from Menominee, Dickinson, and Delta counties. Then those showers continuing into our Tuesday. So expect some possible slick conditions for your commutes tonight and tomorrow. I've got your 7-day coming up in 15.
Thanks, Air. The UP's mild winter has made this season a challenge for producers of maple syrup. While some maple farmers tapped their trees as early as January, the Olsen brothers' sugar bush in Bark River waited until the end of February. Rather than tapping, most of their sap is collected through tubing, a vacuuming process that produces about twice as much syrup. And although it started out slow, the Olsen brothers are optimistic about the rest of the season.
Until Mother Nature tells us we can't. When you have this type of investment, literally we have several $100,000 tied up in tubing. 9,000 taps. I want to harvest as much sap as I can out of it, so we're still making good table grade syrup at this point.
The Olsen brothers' sugar bush has produced about 2,600 gallons of syrup so far this year, and they typically produce about 3,500 by the end of each season. Today is Oberon Day, the unofficial first sign of spring in Michigan, but with the weather looking a little more like winter today, Escanab's Upper Hand Brewery has postponed its celebration to this Friday. Upper Hand is inviting the community to celebrate the annual release of Bell's Oberon Ale from 4 to 9 p.m. Oberon Day has been a tradition in Kalamazoo for years, and this will be the second annual event for the Upper Hand Tap Room. In addition to live music by the Wallens, guests can enjoy the original Oberon Ale and Oberon Creamsicle. Upper Hand Brewery encourages guests to wear their shades and beachiest outfits to summon that warm weather Michigan has come to expect with Oberon's yearly release. Meanwhile, a fundraiser coming up next month in Marquette is bringing game night and new beer to the party. Marquette's Habitat for Humanity is hosting a beers and bingo night and has partnered with the Cognition Brewery to create a new beer. The beer is called Habs and Hops, a Vienna lager mixing toasty flavors with herbal spice to bring what brewers are calling an old world spice to the brew. Cognition will sell the new brew in the 32-ounce can, and for every pint of beer purchased, $1 will go to Habitat for Humanity.
Now is just being able to bring people in and just, try it out. Like, everybody is interested in the process when they come back here and they see the brew house, but a lot of people have never tried it. They don't know what any of it entails. Everybody seems to just jump on board to have a beer made for them.
That new brew will be on tap at the fundraiser event on April 8th. Our 19 News Insights is on the way next. We are chatting with the Iron Ore Heritage Trail Administrator about projects residents can expect to see throughout Marquette County this spring. That conversation is 2 minutes away.
I would say working at Goodwill it's a very good job. Co-workers are all real nice. It's a good team environment.
What I like most about my job is meeting new friends and create stronger bonds.
Everybody's always willing to help out if they see somebody, struggling or something, that, they need assistance with something, they always help them out.
Goodwill treats their employees phenomenally well.
Shop and donate to your local Goodwill.
I am very proud of my 2 daughters that work here and then my granddaughter. I did work with my mother for a few years.
My grandma, my mom, my aunt, they're all just very compassionate. They'll go the extra mile for a patient.
A lot of the community works here, and so it's all of our family caring for the family of Bearcook County.
Do you think you're going to go into healthcare? Yeah!
The bathroom of your dreams is only a phone call away with BCI Bath and Shower. We can make your ordinary bath and shower extraordinary. This is not a cookie cutter design. This is a complete custom build that will fit your every need. It's never been easier or more affordable than right now to get the bathroom of your dreams. We have the best monthly programs in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no payments, no interest for 18 months with approved credit. The hardest part of your new bathroom is gutting and building the tub and shower. If your bathing area is old, there could be damage behind the walls and possible mold and mildew, which can be a serious safety issue. At BCI, we don't cover a problem, we fix it. Call now to get a never clean glass treated door with a no-track system at half off for the first 50 callers. Factory trained, certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military. Call 800-304-6841, 800-304-6841.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
Well, it's looking pretty wintry today, but the Iron Ore Heritage Recreation Authority is getting ready for some spring projects across Marquette County. Joining us tonight is Trail Administrator Bob Hendrickson. Thanks for coming in, Bob.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Very well. How are you today?
Good. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting day so far.
Yes, it has been. And actually, let's start us off with some news that you got today about a big project that's been in the works.
Yeah, so the Negaunee Marshland Boardwalk project's been in the works since 2021. And actually, it's been in the works ever since the beginning of the trail in that section because it was part of the original plan, which then wasn't able for funding, had to get cut. And then we actually had to modify it again after we got our first original bids in this spring to build it. So we had to go back to Eagle to get our plan approved once more, and we got that permission today.
Awesome. All right, so give us the rundown of what's going to happen with this boardwalk project.
Yeah, so it's just east of Negaunee. Before you get to 492, there's a wetlands area down there. What the idea behind it is it's a busy section of trail, and it's kind of a little bit of blind trails or a blind corner. So we want to give people an option just to kind of get off and be able to kind of like check things out a little bit. Yeah. And it'll be a 1,000-foot boardwalk, a little bit over 1,000 feet. We had to make it a little bit narrower, but there'll be a couple interpretive signs along the way, so you can stop out and do some observation deck on it. There'll also be a deck for a picnic table in there too, so you can spend some time out that way.
Very nice. Yeah, how does this kind of fit in with the Heritage Trails kind of mission?
Yeah, so a lot of it is giving a little bit of diversity to trail experiences, and also to give some interpretation to what our environment is, and that's what this does. It does, it talks a little bit about what the purpose of wetlands is, how important it is for our culture to have that, and also just what to expect to see in those areas.
Nice. So what's the timeline for all of that project?
Well, they did a site visit. We'll have an official site visit coming up in here in April, and then we'll probably end up starting on that in May. So for people that are used to using that trail, it will be busy. There will be some construction there. It is a little bit of a bottleneck, so just be prepared to adjust your time and your activities in that area.
Good to know. Alrighty, let's talk about Celebrate Trails Day coming up at the end of April, and hopefully it'll be nicer weather.
Well, that was my plan, right? It's like, it's going to be no spring. Now we got a big snowstorm. But so this is something that we haven't done before, and it's something that I wanted to bring a little bit of enlightenment to the Heritage Trail, and it's really more of a grassroots. The Rails to Trails Conservancy has started this back in 2013, and it's a way for trail systems to engage the public, either being known about it or to do some projects with it. We have groups that are called Adopt a Trail groups, and we're going to kind of activate them that week, and just to see who's on board, who's not on board, who needs maybe more help with that. And it'll be an opportunity for people to get involved with it, or maybe even take on a section of trail for themselves.
Very nice.
So it's something that we'll put out there. It won't be so much a structured activity this year, but more of an awareness time, and then just kind of put an emphasis on Celebrate Trails Day on the 27th.
Very nice, and then probably building off of that in the future.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it's kind of like there's a lot of these different days out there, but this is one that isn't being, kind of claimed by another local trail group. So we thought we'd try this.
Very nice.
Mhm.
All right. And finally, the Iron Ore Heritage Trail office is also on the move.
Yeah, so we've been downtown Marquette since the start, and then Carol's been in the Harlow block for the past 10 years. It was given me as an option to relocate. I live in Negaunee and started shopping around for some different locations, and we found a facility or an office location in the YMCA of the West End. Nice. So we'll be downtown Negaunee. That'll be happening at the end of April, and it'll give a little more accessibility to the public because we're up on the second floor of the Harlow block, a little harder to get to, and really wasn't really known where we were. So this is giving a little more profile to the public, and also giving us a little more central location for the trail, because we do have a lot of our equipment stored at the Hob, which is the Ramba trailhead in the city of Ishpeming.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to have more access to it that way.
Perfect. And you also have an upcoming meeting on Wednesday.
We do. So if people are interested in more about the Heritage Trail, we do a monthly meeting. It's the fourth Wednesday of the month, and it starts at 4:30. We meet at the Ishpeming Multipurpose Senior Center. And they're open to the public. They're open government meetings. This month we are going to be presenting and getting public feedback on a parking lot that we want to build on Winthrop Junction. We had originally were going to build this, but the funding wasn't there for it, so now we're going to apply for a recreation passport, and part of that requires a public meeting. We're combining this with our regular board meeting, which allows us, but we want to let people know that they can come in and make comment on that if they want to, or give us a call.
Perfect. Well, Bob, thanks for coming in
All
today.
right. Thanks for having me in.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
We will take a break and be right back after this.
Hey, I'm back. Yeah, we've been good. Just taking care of Dad, Yes, I'm still going to school.
Traffic delays.
Well, there's some ups and downs, but I enrolled in UPCAP's Caregiver Assistance Program. Yeah, it helps me organize and stay on top of everything. It's over the phone, so I never have to leave home. Yeah.
While caring for a loved one, you need to care for yourself. For more information, dial 211 or visit upcap.org.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Kiss the cold weather goodbye and embrace the warmth and fun of the Caribbean without leaving your couch. One Caribbean Television is your Caribbean connection. Whether you visit the Caribbean for fun or to renew family ties, One Caribbean Television keeps you informed 24/7. Get the latest news, weather forecasts, Caribbean entertainment, and carnival action. If you long for the fun and sun of the Caribbean, download our app now to watch One Caribbean Television on the go, live or on demand.
Local news and weather 24/7, whenever you need it. WZMQ 19 News is on the world's #1 streaming platform, Roku.
PTSD isn't something that is just going to go away on its own.
Treatment works. It helps.
There's no shame in treatment.
Just do it. Your world will be so different afterwards.
It's a warrior sickness. It's not a coward sickness.
Never too late.
I guarantee you it'll help you.
It will change your life.
It turned my life around.
You can find peace.
I never thought I could feel this good.
Walk through those doors, take the step.
Go get help. It's the best and bravest thing you could ever do.
Treatment works.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. The Ishpeming girls basketball team recovered from a slow start to win its first Division IV state championship over the weekend in East Lansing. Both teams reached the final with 27-1 records. The Kingston Cardinals had a trio of sisters, Molly, Abby, and Gracie Walker. Ishpeming's Janessa Eagle stole an inbound pass, makes the layup, 9-6 Ishpeming. Then off the miss, Jenna Mackey grabs the rebound and scored, but Kingston was able to break the press several times and led 22-11 after one. To the second, Lily Swanson leans to the left, goes to the right, off the backboard, fight. She puts that one in. Ishpeming within 6 at 24-18. Then Mackey with a basket and foul, and that knocked down the deficit a little more. Janessa Eagle will hit a triple, and Ishpeming was within 2 at that point. Lily Swanson connects with Caitlin Van Duren for a triple from the corner. Ishpeming would lead at the half 31-30. The Hematites scored the first 8 points of the third quarter. Senior Jenna Mackey with a steal and then the layup. She ended up with 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Then sophomore Janessa Eagle took over, and she will score. She just kept scoring in the third quarter, 15 of her 27. She ended up with 27. Ishba Ming brings home the first place trophy, 73-54. Most of the players took off to Florida. Coach Ryan Rico took the bus home, thanks, saying the victory was for the school and community.
It's special. I mean, it's something that, you know, the UP has always prided themselves on. We take care of each other. Anytime someone can go downstate and win something, we're very, very excited for them. But, you know, I'm mostly excited to see this community. I mean, the sea of blue we had at the Breslin Center was amazing. For us to show what we can do as a small school, sandwiched between some bigger schools, is awesome.
Congratulations to Ishpeming. Now they have a boys and a girls state basketball championship. The Michigan Tech Huskies make their third straight NCAA appearance in the hockey tournament Friday against the top seed Boston College in Providence, Rhode Island. Here is Coach Joe Shawn.
We're excited to be in the tournament. Look forward to the competition. We have a great group of guys that will compete hard, and you know, the goal is to gain confidence as the game goes on and show that we belong with them.
They're a great team. They got a really good offense. We pride ourselves in the defensive zone, so I think we'll give them our best shot.
It's exciting, 3 years in a row. Yeah, it's surreal being in that room and seeing the matchup. You know, we got our work cut out for us, but I like where we're at.
Friday's face-off is set for 2 o'clock on ESPNU. Sarah, back to you.
Thank you very much, Mike. Let's reflect on our life in the 906. And Jim, you're here with some stats, so break it all down for us.
I will. The U.S. Census Bureau released their annual population estimates this week, and it was good news for Marquette County, which grew by 338 people over the past year. That puts Marquette County's estimated number of residents at 66,999? Really, Census Bureau, you couldn't have found one more person to make it 67,000? Did you check in everyone's basement just to be sure? Seeing all those 6s and 9s made me think about other non-Census Bureau numbers that are important to the UP. There are certain ones we all know, like 2 or 41 or 75, but there are a few others that are so subtle you may have missed them. Here are a few, although some of them might not be 100% accurate or even real. First, 33, the percentage of Marquette County high schools that made it to at least the semifinals of this year's state girls basketball championships. And, like Lutz just said, way to go Hematites. 11, the number of letters in Tequamanon. Also 11, the number of people in the UP who can correctly spell Tequamanon without looking it up. The approximate number of Packer fans in the UP, 180,000. Approximate number of Lions fans in the UP, 120,000. Approximate number of Bear and Vikings fans in the UP combined, 4. 25, the approximate length of the Seney stretch in miles. 50, the approximate number of times someone who's never driven the Seney stretch will say, does this ever end? And finally, perhaps the most important number in the UP, this one. And you'd better know why. Those are but a few of the important non-Census Bureau numbers in the UP. Now, speaking of the Census Bureau, I'm off to see if we can convince just one more person to move into Marquette County and bring us up to an even 67,000. I'm Jim Koski, and that's another slice of life in the 906.
You're right. That 66,999 just feels very incomplete. It's a very dissatisfying number. Thank you very much, Jim. We've got a bit of a change in the weather tonight that could result in some slick roads for some of us. Air has our final outlook next.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Transform your space with window images. 1-inch cordless vinyl blinds. They're room darkening and can be trimmed to width for free, starting at just $11.99 after rebate. Update your home's exterior with over 50 Patriot Lighting outdoor wall lights on sale now. Get this Mattia outdoor wall light for $19.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Attention people with Medicare and anyone turning 65. If you have original Medicare, you may be able to get a Medicare Advantage plan with additional benefits. Medicare Advantage plans may include vision coverage, wellness visits, gym membership, and hearing coverage with affordable cost and copay. To see if you qualify for a plan with additional benefits, call Best Medcare. Our licensed insurance agents can review your current plan benefits and tell you what plan with additional benefits may be available to you. Just one call and you may be eligible to enroll in a plan with a $0 monthly premium with $0 deductibles. Tell us the doctors you want to see and if you want prescription drug coverage. The call is free. You may even find plans with $0 monthly premiums or $0 copays on certain services or $0 deductibles. Speak to a licensed insurance agent to find out if a Medicare Advantage plan is right for you.
Call 800-208-7175. 800-208-7175.
And let Best Medcare do the work for you.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale.
Bipolar?
Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
Your 7-day for Marquette. We've got gusts tomorrow, snow, and then, rain, and then snow on Tuesday. Easter's looking kind of sunny.
At 11.